Let's go back to the other story that we are tracking right now about the new violence. We are now hearing that about 200 to 250 properties have been demolished in the Tarau area of Nu. This is being seen as action that has been taken by the Haryana government. Let's go across to Amandeep, who has more details on this. Amandeep, we had to interrupt you there, but give us a sense of what's happening.
Well, Nupur, now Haryana government has swung into the action regarding this entire violence cases reported from Nu, Gurgaon, Faridabad, Palwal, and even Sona, Pataudi, and Manesar. And in fact, last evening there was a order that has been rolled out to the local administration from the government that the illegal properties and in fact the properties of the Rioters has to be demolished immediately with the immediate effect. And in fact, certain identification has already been done. So, following that order, the local administration of Nu has demolished 200 to 250 properties located in Turan area of Nu, and in fact certain more properties has been identified by the Nu as well as Gurgaon administration, and the bulldozer is all ready to roll out to those properties as well. The process is being followed by the local administration and the police. The police has given all kind of evidences to the local administration and even the enforcement bureau that has been set up by the government and which is camping in Nu itself. They are identifying the properties and the people who are involved into these violence cases, and in fact their identification, their address, their family members, everything, every record has been brought to the book, and later the properties has been identified and the action is all visible on the screens that how the bulldozer is demolishing the houses and the shanties of the people who were involved into the riot, in the violence, and in fact into certain kind of clashes that had happened on July 31st in Nu. And in fact, this action will remain continued, and in fact, this will be dragged to Gurgaon as well, to Palwal, to Faridabad, to Manesar, to Sona as well. Just because Nu, the beginning is just from the Nu, and later this action will be visible in Gurgaon itself also. And in fact, Haryana government is very much clear. Even the Chief Minister has earlier announced that the damage of the public and the private property will be recovered from the Rioters themselves. And this was the act that was made by Haryana government earlier, following the line of UP government. Just because Yogi's action was quite impressive, and in fact on that line, Haryana government has also made an act that the recovery would be made from the Rioters. And in fact, now the action is quite visible, Nupur. The bulldozer has started demolishing the properties of the mobsters, and in fact, this action will remain continued. Yes, Nupur.
Right. Amandeep, we were earlier hearing that these are illegal encroachments that have been demolished, and also give us an area about how large these encroachments have been, and action that will be taken in other districts as well.
Well, absolutely, Nupur. These are the illegal encroachments that has been demolished. And in fact, after verifying the data from HSBT Department of Haryana government, that what are the illegal encroachments on the government land and from how long and what is the location of the land. And Tora is the area from where this drive has been started. And in fact, meanwhile, they have also identified the properties of the Rioters. This is the combination and the connection of the properties of the Rioters and even the illegal construction that has been done on the government land as well. So that is the reason the government has swung into the action immediately, and in fact they have demolished the properties of these mobsters which were illegally constructed on the government land as well.
All right. Thank you very much for joining us on the broadcast. Right now, Amandeep is taking us through pictures that we are getting of these illegal encroachments that are being demolished. Do remember that the Haryana government has been very swift to act against alleged rioters. Not just that, we are learning that about 93 FIRs have been filed so far in this particular rioting and the aftermath of this.